Kids in the border city took part in a global cause and hopes to make a positive impact on the world around them. Bishop Lloyd Middle School held their own mini Wee Day this afternoon. Megan Willis has more.
Started in 2007, Wee Day's main goal is to empower, educate, and inspire youth. The day features speeches and performances by leaders and role models. The guest speaker was Todd Robinson.
I think it's just amazing that we have students here in Lloydminster that are so concerned or focused on the needs of children across the world. And one of the big tenets of the board at Lloydminster Public School Division is to work on citizenship and help kids to become quality citizens not only of their community but of their world.
Robinson was in Africa last year to work with children and talk to students about how their work at home can have a positive impact in other countries.
Here they're looking at supporting a school in Asia. However, there's lots of parallels between the two, and so for me, the personal experience of seeing firsthand the impact of an education, the impact of food and water and a quality life is something that will forever impact me and something I could share with our students here.
Students working on the WE team are fundraising in their community to make a difference overseas.
Each brick is $20, and if you make enough bricks, they'll go build a school in the city of your choice. So we chose to do Ecuador because they have lots of people there that are fighting in wars and not quite living how they should.
The love buttons, which we order through Free the Children, and all the donations go to Free the Children to give the money to child soldiers or education or water. And we do stuff like that all year round.
It makes me feel really good because I know that we have it really good here and they don't, so it's really nice to know that we're helping them out and doing something good for them.
Megan Willis, Newcap News.
Well, it's good news, bad news when it comes to vehicle thefts and break-ins here in the border city. Now, while the numbers have gone down, it's still happening too much according to local RCMP. Well, last week I caught up with Corporal Shane Hartwell of the Lloydminster RCMP, and we discussed the prevention of vehicle thefts and break-ins in March's edition of the RCMP Monthly. Well, thank you very much for joining us. So we're going to talk about a couple of things. The very first one would be basically how not to be a victim of theft from your vehicle. So that means not having your vehicle stolen and not having items inside your vehicle stolen. You do have some numbers for us to share with us exactly how much you guys were investigating those last year.
Within the last year, we had 282 vehicle break-ins and items were stolen from the vehicles, and we had 206 theft of motor vehicles within the city of Lloydminster, again within the last year.
What do you think were some of the bigger items that these people were going after? So when, complainants were filing reports, what were some of the bigger items you were seeing that were gone missing?
Number one is cell phone, money, change, anything of value, iPads, iPods. Those are things that are easily resold and they can make money on. So if you have those things out in the open in your vehicle, they'll certainly enter your vehicle and take those items.
Is there a certain vehicle that is being stolen more often than others?
One of the ones that we see most often stolen are Chevy trucks. So if you own a Chevy truck, you need to make sure you take extra precautions with those vehicles.
Are work trucks being targeted? Because that would be another big thing, especially here in Lloydminster. You have a lot of work trucks. Do you see that those are a lot that are being targeted?
Yes, absolutely.
The fact that we have such a cold winter, right? So is that one of the bigger factors that you're seeing, that the cars are stolen more so towards around winter time than, say, in the summer, spring, other seasons?
It's just so easy, right? People start their car, they're warming it up, and they're just going to head into the store for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or they're getting ready for work, and I'm just going to leave the car in my driveway. I'm going to let it warm up and then I'm going to go out and hop in the car. And they never think about the consequence of what could happen. And certainly during the winter time, we do have a lot of motor vehicle thefts just simply because of that.
Well, it's time again for Retrospect this week from the archives. Now in this edition, Brian Hardy brings us a story about how social media is making a difference, and we visit an educational science fair.
It's February 1999 and we visit a local science fair.
National Engineering Week is a towering success. The Association of Professional Engineers, Geologists and Geophysicists of Alberta took part in a science competition at Bishop Lloyd School here in the border city. The competition saw 10 teams of 3 students apply scientific concepts to practical challenges.
We want them to be creative, enthusiastic, and innovative, and to see what they can build.
The challenge for students was to demonstrate their scientific know-how by having to construct a tower with only cups, straws, toothpicks, and shaving cream in a limited time. While the competition is meant to encourage, it's also meant to show students that science can be fun. Through the hard work of staff and APEGA members, students here at Bishop Lloyd were able to participate in National Engineering Week. Members hope this could become an annual event. For NewsHour, I'm Terry Cunha.
This week in 1998, we explore the new phenomenon of social media.
Chat rooms have become the fun, favorable communication among the population today. People of all ages enjoy the fun experience of meeting new people. In one case, we met up with a person who met her special someone on the net.
I met him on a chat room where a lot of my friends go. Before we met, I did some research on him and gave him numbers of people he could call to find out about me, and we did that and everything checked out okay, and then he came here, stayed for 3 months, and now we're getting married.
When using chat rooms on the internet, one should be cautious about who they are talking with and how much information they're giving out. Parents should also closely monitor their children as they are communicating with others. Chat rooms can have a negative influence, but they can be a lot of fun.
Jay Franks, NewsHour.
Join us next time when we witness the creation of hope in Retrospect, this week from the archives.